Hi everyone, today we're making chicken tikka sandwich baguettes. Delicious chicken tikka inside a baguette style sandwich paired with delicious green chutney. Now this sandwich is super easy to make, so let's get started. First we need to make hung yogurt. Hung yogurt is simply yogurt that has the whey removed from it. So for this we need 3 tablespoons, that's 3 heaped tablespoons of yogurt, regular unsweetened yogurt. We're going to add this to a cloth strainer like this, or you can use a cheesecloth, and it needs to be hung so that the whey drips down. We're going to hang it for 20 minutes. I'm going to leave it over a strainer like this so that the whey can drip down, and after 20 minutes it should be ready. Okay, now we can marinate our chicken. Now in this recipe the chicken is marinated in 2 steps. We have 600 grams of chicken breast here, large chunks, and for our first marinade we're going to add 2 teaspoons of lime juice and 2 teaspoons of ginger and garlic paste. That's equal proportions of fresh ginger and garlic that has been ground to a paste. And to this we're going to add 3/4 teaspoon of salt. Just going to rub that in and marinate it for just 10 minutes. Meanwhile, we can get ready our ingredients for the second marinade. You can either mix this all together in a bowl like this, or you can add it directly to the chicken that has been marinated for 10 minutes. For the second marinade, you need 1 tablespoon of minced red onion. For the authentic flavor, we're also going to add 1 tablespoon of mustard oil, but this is optional. And then we're going to add half a tablespoon of dried fenugreek leaves or kasuri methi. Just crush it with your hands and add this as well. Three-fourths teaspoon of tandoori masala powder. You can check the description for the recipe. A 1/4 teaspoon of any garam masala. Half a teaspoon of Kashmiri chili powder. 1/4 teaspoon of cumin powder, half a teaspoon of coriander powder, and for that authentic flavor we're going to add half a teaspoon of black salt, or you can add regular salt. And to this we're going to add another 2 extra teaspoons of ginger and garlic paste. You can check out my video on how to make ginger and garlic paste at home. Our hung yogurt is also ready. See how it's thickened after the whey has been removed. So we're going to mix all these ingredients for the second marinade into the chicken piece as well. And now we're going to place it in the refrigerator for a minimum of 3 hours. It must marinate well for the chicken pieces to be nice and tender. 3 hours. You can marinate it longer if you like. So when you're ready to make the sandwiches, you need baguette style sandwiches or any type of rolls, dinner rolls. Make sure they have a nice texture and that they're fresh, because stale baguettes or rolls like this tend to be really hard to bite into and eat. So make sure they're really nice and fresh so that they're slightly crisp on the outside but nice and soft on the inside. So when it's time to cook our chicken, preheat your oven to 180 degrees Celsius. Now I've lined the baking tray with parchment paper. You can use foil paper also, and I'm using a double layer of wire mesh. I'm using 2 wire racks here so that the chicken pieces don't fall through the wire rack. Place them evenly spaced so that they're not touching each other, and make sure that the wire racks are lightly greased ahead of time so that the chicken does not stick to the wire rack during the cooking process. So we're going to place this in the oven 180 degrees Celsius on a lower or middle rack and bake this for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, we're going to turn over the pieces and baste the pieces with melted butter. Make sure to add a good amount of butter to all the pieces. And now we're going to return this to the oven to broil. So we're going to place this on the upper rack of the oven, closer to the heating element from above so that the chicken pieces gets broiled, and place this under the grill to broil for 6 to 8 minutes till the chicken pieces are nice and tender. Don't over bake them as they will get dry and lose flavor. So to make your sandwiches, simply slit open the bread and brush lightly with melted butter. I did warm up these breads lightly in the microwave prior to making them. Don't heat them too long or they tend to get hard. So to this we're just going to add a delicious amount of that green chutney, some chicken pieces, maybe 3 to 4 pieces per sandwich, some sliced onion and lettuce, and more chutney. Your delicious chicken tikka sandwich baguette is ready. Slice through the center and serve. Don't forget to check out my delicious green chutney recipe. Hope you try and enjoy the recipe. Thanks for watching. Bye.